Hmm. Well, we should be live. Hmm. Seem to be having some issues getting it live to YouTube here. Just give me a sec. Hey, Lois, you want to come up and talk about the ambassador program, please?
Yeah, sure.
Come on up to the stage.
Hey, everyone. How you doing? I think everyone is excited on the raffle later for the cuties, right?
Definitely.
Yeah, me too, actually. Yeah, so basically, for the ambassadorship program, we're currently ongoing. That is the right time to. We will be having some surprises in the coming days. So we'll see because we're almost done with the first month, and we're very happy with the participation of our ambassadors. Can we give a hand to our ambassadors here? You can like choose your clap emoji there. Yeah, let us flex those emojis and reactions there, guys. Yeah, and if you're part of the ambassadorship program, can you give us a wave? Yeah, I see those people there.
Yeah, you're
Cool.
doing a great job.
Yep. So we're currently ongoing, but we're almost done with the first month. So for I think for this week, we will be of the first month, but we will have some announcements also in the coming days. So I don't want to preempt that, but it's something that everyone I think can anticipate for the ambassadorship program. Yep.
Yep.
So does everyone here hold the cuties? Can you raise your hand? Those who are holding their cuties. Yeah. May for the raffle later, are we going to like raffle off the number of the
Uh,
cuties?
yeah, yeah,
How
we're
are
gonna
we going to
raffle.
do that?
I put all 1,000 on the spin wheel here. You see, and
Yeah.
then we're gonna spin it, and we're gonna see which cutie won, and then we might even use just to mix it up. Let's use Text RP to send them the message in case we don't know who they are.
Ooh, that's cool. Yeah,
Yeah, we'll
so
clean through the
claiming.
text RP a good way. Perfect
So good luck,
use of it.
everyone. Do we have any Opal Arts artists here right now?
Oh yes.
Yeah, I can see hands there. Welcome, guys.
Hey, Core Vector, do you want to come up and talk about your collaboration while we wait?
Yeah, I saw that also.
Sure, I guess I can.
Might as well. I mean, perfect opportunity. Let's get the word out.
Yep. Yeah, so we're gonna have we've got um, three different pieces that will be coming up. We're gonna auction them off one at a time, and they're pretty unique. I'll say that. The first one is actually up and available to look at this point. We won't release the other two until that one is auctioned off, and we're just gonna do them one at a time. So, pretty fun little project. Hope we all enjoy it.
Awesome. And when's the first one going to go on auction?
It'll be the 9th of May, so we got a few more days.
Perfect. I'm ready. Well, I see. Welcome, Mel. Good morning.
Good morning.
I hope you're having a good start to your Sunday so far.
Thank you, Steve. Thank you, everyone. Sorry I'm late. It's very early here. I tried to. So, did you guys already pick up the number for raffle? I mean, for the cuties, or
No,
what do you guys?
we'll do that at the end. We can do that at the end, or we can do it partially through. Anytime, really.
Okay. Okay.
It's set up to go.
You wanna start first with try? How many raffle that we have right now? 4, 5.
Well, there's 4. But we can always do consolidates if you want to. Do a little extra. For the
Let's.
XRP, it's 4. It's 4 of them.
Okay, so the top is 4. Okay. Let's pick the lowest number first.
All right, let's do it.
Who's dancing? Lois dancing.
There you go. Whoever owns the cutie 841.
841. What's okay? 841. Lois, take the note. 841. Okay, let's hold that. 841. So how much that's it's getting?
50 XRP.
40?
50.
50. Okay. Congratulations, whoever got the cuties 841. Okay. Okay. Good morning, everyone. I know this is gonna be a little bit different because we are not doing it directly on the X. I might also have to ask Khalil later on how if we have guest speakers, because this Sunday we are doing it here on the HQ because we want to test it, but in the same time we also wanting to know how we're gonna conduct our regular space Sunday with some guest speakers, because not everyone gonna be liking to be on the metaverse immersive virtual environments, and some people are so used to it just X space, when we talk, regular without any image or just the PFP kind things, not like a real virtual, like what we are doing right now. So for everyone, so yeah, because next Sunday we are going back to the regular where we will have guests. But this Sunday I do wanting to I told my people that I want to give an update about everything Uplands X. We have been developing since last year. There are a lot of things that had been done, and then there are a lot of moving parts still that's still ongoing. We just never stop. And so for that, I felt like, it's time for us to informs and update our investors, our holders, our community members, where we at, what we are doing, what have been done, and what we are planning ahead or in the future, so in the coming days, weeks, and months. So, Steve, do you wanna? How do we wanna do this? Do you wanna ask me as like a Q&A and or should I just explain things? So how do you want to do this?
You could just start explaining, and then if I think of a question and you haven't hit it yet, I'll bring it up.
Sure. If anyone also have questions, please. There is a what is that? Comments button on the top of your device, and you can um, write your questions or write your comments there. Then Steve can read it for me later on. Then I can answer your questions while I'm explaining as well. Okay,
100%.
let's begin. Yeah. So we right now at Q2 2024. As we are, in a regular basis, I always try to update our community as much as possible. However, in the last couple months, I stopped doing that because I do still inform here and there, but in general overview, I never really too details, too specifics, and about what we are doing, about what we are building. Although, yeah, general overview, people could collections right now can verified and token gating to um, Shopify store. If you want to create merchandise, all different things with the specific collections name and taxons number, the issuer address, you can do it too. But we haven't really implement on ours yet, and I know Amora already did for ours because they were asking our API marketplace the other day. So yeah, stay tuned with that developments, the progress that how we're gonna implement that and when that will be ready. So if you wanting to try it on, you're more than welcome. But hopefully we can doing it very soon. So Maze, anything you want to ask about the NFT marketplace development so far?
No, I really
Or
like it. I'm
or maybe what you want to add since you are behind you're in charge in our you talk directly with our CTO Toba, everything's that the feedback that so far I know that we got this but the profile different stuff so anything that you want to add to what I was already explaining?
no, I think you got it all. We just adding new stuff all the time. I know we're gonna be adding a separate auction section soon, so auctions are easily accessible.
Oh
Everybody
yeah,
can
the
get to
live
them
auctions.
easier.
Yes,
Yeah. So,
yes, the live auctions, yes. And I have good news also that and then other parts while I'm updating what we already built. I also wanting to um, talk about what's next of the NFT marketplace, because in this growing industry we cannot just stop and satisfy with what we already have. Like I personally someone that always wanting to what can be done next, not just stopping where we are today. Although yes, it's already great, this that, there are always room for improvement, especially in this growing technology. So recently after I came back from Dubai, when I was in Dubai, sorry, not before, when I was in Dubai, I met different people. Of course, we are networking. um, we we it's just such a good vibes, despite that you guys know that is flood, there was flood everywhere, and the city was, I would say, paralyzed for a few days after those flood. Even the token 2049 wasn't really like a fully attendee like it's supposed to be, because it was supposed to be scheduled over 10,000 attendee will flood those even. But due to this cancellations flight from different countries, and the paralyze of the airports, Dubai International Airport for 3 days, that's really not happening. So although it's a little bit, people still feel, because some guests, also part of the guests that that happened attend and was able to attend that day, the first day, was some of them was trapped in the airport for 18 hours to get out from the airport, during those raining, non-stop raining, that causing the flood everywhere in Dubai. And so they were part of those people that experienced the craziness that happened. So when we heard their story, it's just like amazing, and so this year, Token 2014 in Dubai, it was for the first time. Usually, Token 2049 was only in Singapore and London. But this year, they made it special for Token 2049 Dubai, because there is like the inquiry is just like massive. The number is just crazy. The excitement last year, September, in Token 2014 in Singapore was just like super, super amazing. So and because Dubai is one of the country that really understand what's happening on the XRP ledger, although they are not building on the XRP ledger. They understand about the proposal amendment regarding this exchange bridge in the XRP ledgers with the AMM, etc., etc. So I was coming. It came. I mean, it happened that we discussed about our NFT marketplace. They went through our landing page and they tried this and that. So apparently there's something coming. The idea back then, this is from Japanese group of people that right now we are working, and probably that's the first alpha I want to drop here. We are signing contract with one of the World Heritage temples in not one temple, but it's a World Heritage organizations where um, all the old temples in Japan. So they are planning to create an NFT collections that will give the utility for people to visit temples that under this World Heritage organization. So it's something interesting, guys, because they wanted to educate and bringing more awareness about this asset that they have in Japan. First, it will start in Japan because don't get excited yet. I'm not done yet. This is when it gets more excited. So when we first start talking about this World Heritage, the temples and all different World Heritage under UNESCO that they have in Japan, um, you know, we were talking about the monks, we're talking about different stuff, and this group of Japanese developer and builder, um, they see the potentials on this uh, XRP Ledger network because of it designed as the payment infrastructure. It designed as it's very solid. We don't have smart contract that will give exploitations to the wallet draining with different stuff. So we feel that XRP Ledger is a perfect fit to develop this project that they have. Then they want to collaborate with us as a marketplace. And then as we brainstorm together, I'm not going to be specific how, what, and what the business models and but what I can say is there will be a collections on the NFT market on our OPX marketplace in the coming months, not weeks, because this is quite a bit of process. As we grow, I mean, as we brainstorm and as we plan it before when we were in Dubai, there are steps that needs to be done. We want to make sure that it's just not just image that we out there, and there are things that will make this something more exciting. Because we also gonna open up some. I was talking to Khalil about how we also able to do this as an immersive. So if you cannot visit Japan, you have the access to see this in a virtual tour or immersive virtual tour. There are a lot of things, and then of course, as we more designing things in the back end, then we see also potentials. Why don't we do this? Why don't we do this? Why don't so there are quite a bit excited, I mean, interesting plan in these ventures with these Japanese people that they are wanting to launch this World Heritage NFTs utility with the OPX marketplace. And yes, so I am looking forward to give you guys maybe an update in about a month from now. But I just give you a little bit teaser what's coming. And I'm very excited about that because I think this is something going to be different. And I personally work with the two developers that from Japan to build this. This is not part of our developments. I mean, not our developer teams, but specific for this, there are a group of people that working with us, and because we wanting to create something different, and how we integrate that with XRP Ledger, with the OPX marketplace, that's a secret. I'm not gonna share that now just yet. So we are not stopping, guys. When we're talking about the NFT marketplace, when we're talking about NFT, we're talking about digital assets, we're talking about digital transformations. There are a lot of potentials with this industry. So you guys that already in this ventures with us, artists, content creator, even the holders, even the investor that's supporting the ecosystem till this day, do not give up. I have always say this. It's always easy to look something like, oh, this is bear market. Oh, why this? Oh, why the XRP ledger is not supportive? Why the holders is, I mean, the investors never wanting to help the projects to grow? Why there is lots of drama instead of builders building? More drama, more arguments, and that we see on the X. So stay away from that. Focus on what you're doing. Focus on what we're building, not just building a product or building probably your project as an artist or content creator. But while you're building, don't forget, build the relationship with others, build your network, because without that, there is no way you're going to be successful. You could have a great product, but people not knowing it. There is a great product that is, which a real great product, and there is product that people use it. That's a big difference right there. So I mean, um there is a great product, there is noun great product. So not always a great product as people something that known by others, or probably known but not too popular, but there is just a regular product that was popular. And why? And that's big difference right there, which one that we want. And so for me personally, as a CEO and founder of the Opulence X, I have a different approach in everything that I'm doing, and that will come also next in our next progress that I'm gonna deliver in a little bit. Um, so the approaches of the Opulence X marketplace, as I always been said, I have said this and I will say this again, that we are pick and supple business, that we're providing a platforms, a facility for the users, for the artists, for the investors, including ourselves, to improve our offering, you know, in the way that we wanted, to develop and grow as an ecosystem. Because as an ecosystem, if people just realize why, I was questioned before. I think I forgot what's the name. He jumped on our Telegram and he was like, why this is such a big ecosystem? It's like there are a lot of things and that not yet building that. I was like, yes, we're not building that yet. It's there for us. So we seize it. So we have a target. When we build the ecosystem, when we are planning, conducting the market research, when in the beginning we built Opulence X, and when we were able to say the Opulence token is a DeFi tokens or a utility token for DeFi ecosystem, I know exactly what I want. I know exactly what I want to build. I know exactly where we're going. It's not without a plan. So oftentimes people saw, bitterness, jealousy, and what we've been through in the space, so it's not even a surprise, some infiltration, some words being whispering behind the scene. How many developer out there, a CEO or funders, have pointed fingers and saying to us, Opulence X is a scam. Opulence X is going to rug. Guys, look at where we are today. We are the top 10 projects on the XRPL token. We are growing and building even in the bear market. Our NFT marketplace has been established only 8 months away 8 months old, we are already on the top 5 on the XRP ledger based on the share revenue, total sales value without faking it. Like there is no wash trading or whatever, it's basically through all the hard work, all the collaborations, all the artists, the content creator that's so productive, and the support from the community that really wanting to see us grow. They supporting the ecosystem. They put money out there to support you guys buying your product, so that's what keep us going without even we crying about, oh, Ripple didn't give us grant, or Ripple this, or Ripple that. We don't have to do that, because if we want it, we can do it. If we can, and someone, even Bobby, said a very wise word: if you can build on the bear market, mail, you can build anytime, and that's where we are. So now, the next progress is Opulence token. As you already know, right now in P2B, during this launchpad IEO for 1 week, and I think tomorrow will be the last day. And after that, we'll be automatically listing on the P2B, as with two pairs, with the new two pairs, which is the USDT and BTC. And next month, I am also already talked to. There are two that right now we are on. This is tier one exchange. Why we pick P2B? To be honest, it was kind of like, I'm not really P2B person, to be honest. But we do feel, probably you guys know, we recently make partnership with Stasis, and then the partnership with Stasis, the Euro stable token, from Malta, from Europe, is a very strong partnership with us, and we still working on the background together. They are such a great people. So there are more why we are working with Stasis in regarding with our real world asset boutique that we will also launch it this year. The stable tokens, the important role of stable token are necessary in our DeFi ecosystem. That's why Stasis partnership with Opulence X is getting stronger every day. Currently, our Opal swap is already live on the mainnet. Well, technically, when we're talking about AMM, that's native to the DEX, right? So we just providing the UI. Currently, we have 80% already being done, but we're wanting to integrate the DEX as well, and some metrics, and as an extra for what we have already currently have on our UI in opulswap.opulence.x.io. So we want adding certain stuff, but my developer hasn't been really resting since last year. So our CTO taking a little bit break for the last 2 weeks. He's still there, but he's not like in the full speed like he used to be, so but hopefully by next week everything will be back to normal in terms of speed and the developments in our end. So we are hiring also another 2 positions for juniors developers to help him out and to help Thomas with everything that they are currently have and building on the back end. As we grow, we are also expanding our management team, our developer team. So in the developer side, we have 2 new positions right now. And then on the management side, we have Rabia Yasmin as our new senior business developer strategist. She lives in Dubai, and it just makes sense with everything that the groundwork that we lay in Dubai. We really need our representative in Dubai, and I can not deny that Yasmin is such a great asset. Working with her behind the scene for that you guys didn't even see, with all the brainstorm, the different strategy, market growth that we are talking and discussing with her, me and her personally. It's just such amazing ventures, and you guys gonna see it in the coming weeks how we implement this in the directions that we want it to be. So yeah, stay tuned about that. So Yasmin is our new senior business developer strategist, and she will be representing us on the FIC summit, FinTech summit that will be held in this May 6 and 7 in Dubai. And we also got a very special invitations from the IFC governor, Opulence X, because as I always said before that the groundbreaking works that we lay in Dubai has starting to come to, something, because I've been meeting with different people. I've been building the networks and the registrations that we are going through, the licensing that we are going through right now as well. So yeah, I mean, we hope to be, once the registration's done, we hope to be in under the FISC startup hub that they have, and supporting us and our company marketing and growth and everything that we are doing in the futures. And that's the reason why I needed someone to represent it, to be our representative in Dubai, which Yasmin's, I open up that for Yasmin, those positions, and she accept that. Yeah, I mean, so Yasmin is not also just a title or a brand, that she's the business Opulence X business developer, but she's not doing anything. She already working on first assignments that right now one of our clients in the real world asset boutique that we want to launch this, in the near, not too long. I wouldn't say any date because it will be a surprise, but we are very close. So we are doing, we have a customer right now with clients that signed a contract with us. There are three clients that already wanting to utilizing our service, our solutions provider for their asset tokenizations, which one is the one with the concept farm to fork business models tokenizations, and then the second is the crypto farm and then embedding with energy plantation in Saudi Arabia, and the others is still on the talk, but Khalil know this. We are talking was just yesterday, no, 2 days ago. Yeah, it was Friday. We just had a great meeting with the property in Chicago. That's about $5 million value of tokenizations shopping retailer in Chicago that they also asking our help to assist, to providing with the technology that we have. So guys, it's such an exciting moment. I would say we're not talking about just 100,000 or 10,000 dollars investment here. We're talking about already real world asset. We're talking about energy plantations. We're talking about crypto farms. We're talking about a business from farm to fork. And now we have this property as well, a shopping retailer, fractionalized 15, one retail shopping into 15 tenants ownership. So it's coming along, I would say. And I'm very honored and very proud for everything that we have been through. I think all of us deserve this. And of course, at the end of the day, everything will come back into Opulence X. The value, the perceived value, that's what we are building. That's what I am achieving. Meaning that my goal is how to create a perceived value in the Opulence token. Then you guys have a reason of why do I treasure this token? Why do I use this token? Because at the end of this journey, I want the Opulence token to be something you guys can use to buy stuff on the e-commerce platform, to be used as a medium of an exchange for you guys to buy a flight ticket to get for you guys to using it on the DeFi ecosystem in the lending, peer-to-peer micro lending that we are building for the farmers in Africa, for example, or the farmers in India or farmers in Asia. So there are a lot of use cases that we are planning to with just utilizing just one opulence token, period. So you guys wanna treasure it, you guys wanna trust it, it's up to you guys. It's your choice. Since the beginning of this journey, you guys know what we have been doing in the space and how we build the perceived value to this token's existence, and it's not stopping and until today. For this reason, we also planning to listing our token next month, as like I have already said in our community announcement, that we wanted to give our holders, our investors, a gift that next month, 24, that's exactly 1 year. That's when the day we swap the token from NPK to Opulence, with massive accusations, all the bad words and all, you name it, it passed through, and we made it through. So I wanted to celebrate that with a listing in the tier 1 exchange. So currently we have Gate.io and Maxi on the top. Um, yeah, so stay tuned for that. And I'm thinking to have maybe one pair with Ethereum's because right now we have USDT, XRP, and BTC, and I think also having Ethereum's as a pair will be great. So, but we haven't decided yet. So it's coming next month, another exchange listing beside P2B, because P2B is only tier 3 exchange, and I know we can do better. And so for that we want to be more, I would say, a better exchange with more better sales volumes, trading volumes in the daily basis. This is also to create our opulence token not as unknown token. Like, where do you see your token on the coin market? None. Only on the DEX. Guys, that's a shame. I'm telling you, if you have a token, holding token for 3 years, and you still have to tell people go on the DEX, and not everyone is in the decentralized. The hybrid or the combinations between centralized exchange or decentralized exchange is necessary. Why? Not about successful or not successful project or token. No, it's not about you listing when your project successful, or you listing because you want it to be successful. No, that's not about it. That I'm not sure if you guys understand this, but there are exchange classified as 3 tier: tier 1, tier 3, tier 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever, so there are tier also on the token. I'm not sure, probably Steve can Steve, you remember the last time when Uphold delisting tier 3 tokens from different network? You asked me, what is this tier 3? What the list of the tier 3 token? Remember that? You asked me that questions?
Oh yeah, I remember. Yeah, I was.
Yeah. So just for your informations, even the token, it has tier. So if you want your project to be feasible as that, and those tier is also by a process, not just a token, classified as the rank number tier 1 token. Of course, we know the tier 1 like BTC, XRP, XLM, and all those that already ahead, on the market right now with a massive sales volume in the daily basis. So we as a token, I mean Opulence as the token project, it also needs to grow and start that journey and that ventures. It's not about us, the token in the exchange, meaning it's going to be failing, or or dump, or the token in the exchange is our project is not going to be successful or not successful by listing on the exchange. is not about necessary, is for the sales volume. The more liquid the token, the more functioning it is. I mean, the more use cases it has, and that's what we want. Because if we're talking about adoptions, we're wanting the token to be adopted and as liquid as possible. If, for instance, right now we are working with Uquid, as you know, we announced the partnership with Uquid. So our token cannot be integrated to Uquid payment platforms with only less than $1,000 sales trading sales volume every day, or even less sometime. And it's just not possible. And that's meaning there's no liquidity there. There's not enough liquidity there. And that's not enough if it's integrated to a bigger platforms like Uquid, one of the biggest decentralized e-commerce platform in Asia. We wanted, at least we have trading sales volume between $50,000 to $150,000 per day. So if you only use DEX as a matter of your transactions up and down and on the bear market, and relying on the active holders, it would not happening. So the combinations, or between centralized exchange and decentralized exchange, this is help the tokens to be more visible, of course, in the real market, competing with the other tokens from the different chains and etc. And but in the same time, this is expanding the use case and diverse the potentials, integrations or adoptions to the other platforms. Like, the goal of this P2B exchange listing is us to have certain amounts of trading sales volume that we can start to integrate the opulence token as a payment into Uquid DApp, or e-commerce platforms. So that's why we in the beginning, when we started this journey with the centralized exchange listing, that was the goal. But along the way, we see potentials. Like now we're talking about the World Heritage tourisms in the hospital industry in Japan and in Switzerland. And I'm gonna talk with Snowman. He has something also in Malta. So it's growing. So when we're talking about adoptions, if the token only able for people to say, oh, only on the DEX, give me a break. So if any tokens and on the projects right now, yes, we are still, when I personally decentralized, I'm passionate about decentralized, and sometimes it's convicting me, like it's convicted me that say you are a decentralized enthusiast, but then you listing your token and decentralized. So it, like, again, I say it's not about centralized or decentralized. This is talking about diversification of use case, that your asset is more tradable, your asset is more liquid, because when you go on the centralized exchange, there are a period of time that they needed to integrate how this token can be swapped to BTC, how this token right now can be swapped to USDT, how this token can be liquid to Ethereum soon, beside just XRP that we have right now on the DEX. So would that be something that you guys want to looking forward to, that one day you're not just able to swap the token onto XRP and then cash it out, but you have more diverse asset that you can keep or you can have just by holding opulence, because anytime you want a BTC, you can always swap that to BTC. If you want to get those Ethereums, you can always swap that to Ethereums or ETH. So and then if you want to go on the USDT as a stable token, or Eurostasis, for example, and we give that options for the holders to diverse their asset or their portfolio as well. Because when we do that, when you guys able to do that, you actually already minimizing the risk with just holding one token with diverse portfolio that clearly are liquid. So it's important, and that's where we at right now. Why I chose to listing our token in the bear market, after um, we have a goal, what we're doing, and as like I said, what we are trying to achieve in the next coming months. We It's important that our token is liquid as possible, because there will be more adoptions, there will be more functionality, and that's to adding also to the next development about the Opal swap as we grow in this development part. And after I came back from Dubai as well, again, before about this NFT marketplace, I already dropped the alpha, what's coming. Now about the Opal swap. So the Opal swap was built. I mean, like I said, the AMM on the XRP ledger is native, on the mainnet, on the on the XRP ledger itself, right? Just like the DEX, it's native. What we do is we're just providing the UI for for the transactions, and but the AMM itself is one native AMM on the DEX, on the XRP ledger mainnet. So Anodos Finance, Moai Finance, Orchestra, they are just providing the UI, and the same thing with ours, Opal Swap. So we're providing the UI, we're pulling those from the fetching those data that already exist, on the XRP ledger. That's why they make it the documents is open source. Um, so along this journey, after I met this group, another connections, another networks that I met when I was in Dubai, we finally decided something is great, and of course right now the XRP ledger have this exchange bridge proposal amendment that ongoing, that wanting to be voted on the mainnet. So while this one is, while we're waiting this to be mature and we see how this is things goes, we on the Opus Swap, we also ready to expand the AMM DEX into not just XRP Ledger, but to be a multi-chain swap. And with this, we will also build our own wallet, because with what this multi-chain swap that we wanted integrate with our auto swap, it would also have the ability for farming and staking. So we will have our own wallet also built for this purpose. So like I said, it's growing, guys. It's not we are something, like I said, it's not even in our roadmap, but along the way as we building this, we feel the needs to build this, we feel the needs to expand, we feel the needs. So everything is come along. So expect a lot of movement part, like I said, like moving parts in our end. And this is why don't I'm not showing up on the telegrams, or honestly, I don't have much time this day. If I wish I could have like 40 hours a day, trust me, I wish. Like the other day when I had this, I was even told Khalil, like there are days that I only slept like 3 hours, and I slept at 3 o'clock, and 6 o'clock I have to wake up. I have to be on the space Sunday. I mean, a space Friday the other day, and then after the Friday, I was taking a break for an hour. After an hour later, I have this call with this guy from Chicago. And trust me, I was so sleepy that I was even called the guy how many times was with wrong name, right, Khalil? Khalil can tell you that. So we were talking about $5 million of transaction value, and I was calling the guy with just wrong name all the time, and I feel so bad at that. And Khalil didn't even told me, and he told me after I finished the call, and he said, "Mel, you're so funny. You call him this name instead of this name." I was like, "Oh my gosh! I hope he's not offended with 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 that, So, but anyway, that's because I was so sleepy. I was only sleeping like 3 hours, and I started my morning early, and so I don't have so much time for answering one by one. But one thing that I promise, what I can say is if I don't say anything, it doesn't mean that I'm not doing anything or I don't care about you guys, or I answer people probably like days, or DM days or whatever, to be as much as possible accommodating. But my time is limited, so I really have to. Sunday, right now I woke up like early in the morning, 6 o'clock, and I have to do a lot of different stuff also that I need to do. More flexible for me on the Sunday, but yeah, I mean, apology if probably I don't cater or accommodating for certain people that probably you guys DM me and I answer it really late, but my team is always there. Lois is always there. Steve is always also in the community. My social media team, Kate is always there. So reach out to them. It's not always me. You can always reach out to them. Then they will pass that to the management. That's more easy for me to address. If instead of just Mel. I'm only one person. I cannot always be everywhere, anytime, anywhere, as much as I want. So please understand about that.
Just me or she disappeared?
Mel definitely just played a Houdini on us and disappeared.
That's awesome. Well, hey, while we wait for her to get back in, why don't we draw another winner for the cuties there? So this one will be for 100 XRP, guys.
You guys have a conversation about your mom? Yeah, he's smart. Huh? No.
Say that one more time.
Oh, yeah. Making the deal.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Pretty. I don't know. I thought you could see it. I'll put a sign here that tells you like walk on here to enter or something.
Yeah, maybe we should change the sign from shop to enter.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys, if you're on the stream, I'm getting back to the room here.
Sorry, guys, I got disconnected. My phone dead. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, you
That's okay.
You playing magic tricks, Mel.
Yeah, you
Oh my
Houdini'd on
gosh.
me.
I think I forgot to charge my battery when I was sleeping, and it was like, oh my god, I didn't realize that. I'm so sorry. But anyway, where we at?
Hey, Mel,
Can you?
before you get started, I actually have a question from YouTube here, if you want
Okay.
to answer that one.
Okay.
Do you have do you have any intention of integrating with credit cards for payments
Yes.
with crypto such as Bitfrill, then bring token closer to the people, less related to digital ecosystems?
The answer is yes. That's what I said. We have, even with the NFT marketplace, that's what we are planning. The next is to have the ability for people to pay with the credit card and debit card, but we also providing on-off ramp. And that's on the, yes, the answer is yes. We are actually, we'll implement that, in fact, very soon. That's part of next things that coming also in all our platforms, from the marketplace, the Opal Swap, and the coming reward asset beauty. So the answer, yes.
Beautiful. That was Francisco on YouTube. He's watching his live streaming.
Oh wow, yeah. This is kind of a different experience, but I'm kind of happy because then we have the ability to live stream, utilizing the immersive these environments. While also we have this live streaming on the X, and people like Francisco now can live on YouTube, and then he immediately able to translate into Spanish. So I'm excited. Yes, it takes time for people to get used to it, and even for me, but we're getting there. It has to begin somewhere, right? So and the other thing is, that's another thing. I think Lois maybe forgot to inform you guys that we currently have two community, Opulence X India. We currently have a group of telegrams for the Opulence X India, and also we have the Opulence X Vietnam. So if there is any community members wanting to volunteer, to lead a community, to start with, the leading the groups of people on their particular countries, feel free to reach out to Steve or Lois, or email us on admin@opulence.x.io. We are welcome. And as community leaders wanting to develop Opulence X in the different countries that we're aiming, we want to achieve this year as well. I personally, as a believer, I was always taught about how the best of implementing things or growth in the marketing is discipleship, right? So I was always taught the way, like, how did the Bibles or this preach out, and the gospel preach out to the entire world, is by discipleship. And that's actually why. And then what's the number? It's 12. When Jesus, before he went to heaven, he told his disciple, go all around the world, preach the gospel, preach the good news, and they did. And at that time, he has 12 disciples that he distribute among the world, around the world. And now here we are, all of us. I am in Hawaii, you are in, some of you in Spain, some of you in Canada, different part of the world. Who doesn't know the Bible today? Yes. And that started with 12 disciples. And for that, this year we are targeting to have 12 community in the different countries, and we already have started with Opulence X India. Currently we have 190 members there, and Opulence X Vietnam's already started, and currently we have only like 26 people. So I think the next Lois talking about the Opulence X Philippines. So if there is any countries representative that wanting to develop Opulence X community and to be a leaders on that groups of community to share the good news, everything that we have in Uplands X, feel free to reach out. We are more than welcome. Just like the brand ambassadorship, the wave 1 was open for the community member. And we are going to start the wave 2, but the wave 2 will be open for public because we right now wanting more open up more potentials, collaborations, and with the other that hasn't been on or never be a part of the XRP ledger. They don't know yet, so we need more ambassadors from others network that wanting to join us, to spread the news about the Uplands X, and not just the Uplands X, but the XRP ledger overall. For what we already have built right now, the product is on the XRP ledger. So I mean, we need more. The only way to bring more visibility to what we're doing, to the product that we have already built, to the artists that already joining our Opal and Arts Society, it's by sharing the word, spread the words, and we need more people. For that, we are opening another wave 2 for brand ambassadorship for people, public. I don't know how, that's maybe Lois can tell that one in details, but I would just say, I just want to say that we are opening the wave 2 of brand ambassadorship in a few hours, I think. So, Steve, where was I ended before I got disconnected? Do you remember?
No, we had a dance party since then. I totally
Okay.
We do another cutie. Do you want to do another one of those?
Yes.
You got the third one out of the way?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Let's go ahead and do the 101 here. We'll remove this. The 747. If you have QD 747, you just won yourself a 150 XRP.
Woohoo! Who's
Yeah.
that? So,
What's that address?
What's
what's
sorry?
the address? 747.
I don't want to leave. I was like,
Oh, don't worry. I'm going to be contacting the winners through the TextRP contact. So keep your eyes open for a notification popping up on your Zoom saying that we're trying to get a hold of you.
Utility.
That's right. Let's mix it up.
Okay, so any questions? Any other questions?
None of that popped up. Do you want to give us a breakdown on our real world tokenization progress?
Which breakdown that you're talking about? Okay, the real asset tokenizations that we are building, that's also progressing. I mean, in the beginning, when we first built it, the concept was to have a marketplace, right? Like a tokenizations platforms for people or organizations or a company or business. It's more B2B that we're providing the service for them utilizing our platforms to be able to tokenize their asset or whatever they want. But along the way, as I said, it's progressing as the way we develop stuff and the needs and the regulatories. There is quite a bit stuff that we are embracing during the past year. So then the last couple weeks, of course, the needs then after I came back from Dubai, there are some things that developing There are some inquiry. So we actually having more thought about that, and we're discussing, we're brainstorming together. So we came up with the decisions that we're gonna tweak a little bit how we're gonna launch this, and that's why we changed the concept to, instead of tokenizations platforms, more into Butic, because with the Butic we will be able to cater different needs, because in the tokenizations assets, not like the way you tokenize property, or like a shopping center that right now we want to do, with the way you tokenize a crypto farms that embedded to energy plantations is different, so not all tokenizations work the same way. Like for us, for instance, the real world asset NFT that we launched on the XRP ledger that right now we want to deploy on our platforms, it has a share revenue business models versus the tokenizations for a timeshare that the hospitality industry that we are also will do, where it's the time that they are tokenizing it, just like, like a timeshare, like you purchase a timeshare. You're not buying the condo, you're not buying those hotels, but what you buy is the time where you can have in a whole year to visit and to live or to stay in that condo, right? So the way that being tokenized with the people that tokenizing with the share business model revenue, just like what I have with our real world asset that I share over about 12% into for the real world asset NFT holders, is completely different how we do it or how we implement that. So that's why now we change. We haven't updated yet in our landing page though, but because that's what I said in the beginning. I used to be very open. I used to be very detailed and specific in terms when I give an update, what's coming and putting out stuff out there. But this day, I don't do that anymore, because I noticed there are quite a bit of copycat out there. I'm going to call them out again. There are a lot of copycat that have no commercial viability. They don't have enough plan. They don't conduct the market research. They're just trying to copy what other founder and CEOs doing, but without they understand completely. And that's why all the time they become failing or failure in the way they copy someone else's idea, because they are not the mastermind. They don't conduct the research. They don't do anything to do related what was being built or being planned, because they're not the mastermind. They just a copycat. And what happened is it caused a failure on what they're doing. The execution is failing. It's a total failure. So, and and who's the victim here? The investors, the holders. They come up with, oh, we're gonna this, we're gonna this. I remember when I come up with the e-commerce, more people coming with the e-commerce, and look at where they are today. They're not even exist right now. They just, and when I come up with another idea, people just copy this and they execute it wrong, and they put it out there like this. They convince people with that one, and that's my idea. So, and for this right now, with everything specifically with real world asset, I don't want to share any others besides just the general overview. I will not even be specific in what I will put out there until but guess what, even without I'm being specific, in the background I'm talking to the clients, sign the contract with them, and I am being specific when I'm doing that, because I have to be specific in our contract. I have to be specific when it comes to the number. I have to be specific in order for us to provide the technology that they wanted, the provider, the solutions that they needed for their case by case, So that's what we are branding, labeling our real world asset as a real world asset Butic, because now I didn't have to open up really what, how this, no. I think people can see later on the proof of how many people onboarding through this ecosystem, because it will show anyway, if there is a platforms, there is ledgers, so the recording data's distributed, because we are utilizing distributed ledger. It just makes sense. Everything is gonna be seen, so but for that, I'm not gonna be specific, but I would say we tweak a little bit the way we will do the real world asset, and we right now providing the solutions, not a fully functioning platforms where like a marketplace kind of things like what we were planning in the beginning. Right now we tweak that. We more caters to individual needs, or like for example, right now we are working on the farm to forks business models, and then we are working with fractionalizing the shopping retailer, and then we are working on the crypto farms for energy plantation. So there are difference, but they are parts of the Opulence X protocols, and because we are developing the technology with utilizing our own protocols, our own chain. So for that we need our own wallet, so yeah, so that's the reason why we tweak what we are doing. I mean, what we have plans initially. So it's growing, not for bad things, but it's for good things, because we are scaling, we're expanding, and we're starting to see the needs, of the market. We work based on demands. We're not creating something that people doesn't use it. We want to create something that beneficial for others, and we caters those needs, and we improve what we already have with, and adjust it what they need, and how we can align, and that contract is working both sides. It's a mutual, we providing them good solutions for their businesses, and then they are also happy with what we have given to them. So not going to be specific, but the real world NFT, the real world assets tokenizations platforms is for Opulence X is basically building on our own protocols. We are creating our own blockchains, not utilizing like XRP Ledger, but we have the ability to integrate with EVM compatible. And soon we will be able also, when, like I said, when the Ledger ready with your mainnet structures for the real world asset and different stuff that we are currently and they are currently discussing with the DID. That's another thing, digital identity, because the digital identity also one of the things that we will develop in our ecosystem in regards to the decentralized lending and borrowing platforms. And the first decentralized lending and borrowing platform that we want to build is for the micro lending farmers. It's called a peer-to-peer micro lending, farmers micro lending, sorry. So that's the decentralized lending platform that we are building. We want to build beginning of next year. That's this year. I would sum up it like this. This year we are focused on the growth of the NFT marketplace, the Opulence X NFT marketplace that has been launched since last year, August 2023. And then of course we are gonna be scaling our Opus Swap to become a multi-chains AMM that not just particularly on the XRP ledger, but have the ability also with the other chains, which right now we are talking about Aptos, Solana, and ETH network. So, then we are going to build a wallet this year, and to support also with the farming and staking of the Opus Swap and multi-chains and the real world asset building. So that's our focus this year. So you guys gonna be seeing that more often, that we will release a bit by bit. Some information's not gonna be specific until everything is ready. But you guys can see already the result, based on the result, I hope, in the next coming weeks and months, so. And then the next year, we will be focusing on that decentralized lending and borrowing platforms. And we are working right now with Africa countries that we wanting to create for them the centralized peer-to-peer farmers micro lending platforms for them to support the agriculture industry in Africa. So yeah, I think that's pretty much what I'm gonna share today. Steve?
I do have a question. It's not really a question. It's kind of a broad question. But like, would you be able to break down for people like what would be the advantage of going into an AMM instead of just like putting up buy orders? You know what I mean? Like,
So okay, it's funny you say this because I think I got a DM from someone the other day about this AMM. The AMM basically is good for liquidity, adding up more, like liquidity provisions to help the transactions, right? Like while as a liquidity provider, you will be receiving a share of the trading fee. That's why remember when the guy was posting you to asking why the OPX, if buy OPX with the swap, it costs one opulence was 0.00553, while you see on the DEX was actually you can get opulence X with only 0.0054, right? Or 53 at that time. So, but if you notice, there is in the box of those opal swap things, you see there is trading fees there. That I think 0.73% trading fees. So if you using swapping through this opal swap utilizing this, there is trading fees that was charged during those transactions versus you doing on the DEX. You only pay 0.000015 for each tax, right? For each transactions. Well, when you do it with opal swap, there will be cost more, and that's why the price is more for one opulence versus you buy directly on the DEX. But from that fee, those liquidity providers, they're receiving the share from those trading fees automatically on chain, with the algorithms that we had set on the back end. That's automatic. If they pull it and if the token is really liquid and the price is not tanked, and they're making profit out of the swap and everything, you sure get some profit out of that. It's initially to help liquidity. That's the reason why we incentivize those who help us providing those liquidity, right? For example, without this AMM, Opulence X, probably the total liquidity be on the DEX or the buy order with the traditional order book probably only worth, say, 10,000 XRP. So now you open up an AMM pool with a pair Opulence XRP. And some people like you, like me, we put more there, 200 XRP, 200 XRP, 200 XRP. There are more XRP right now on the pool that increase the liquidity what the traditional order book already has on the DEX. So meaning, in that case, the token is more liquid because it has more liquidity, yes? So, and that's what it helps, which is the liquidity. But again, if you have tons of liquidity, but there is no demand, there is no enough buy and sell because there is no function, because the token is just speculative token, it's not being utilizing as a real asset or digital currency or medium of an exchange, then yeah, you can just buy and sell like that to get those profit. But again, the function is like market maker on the centralized exchange. Maybe that's the best way I have to say. With the auctions mechanism that the XRP ledger has, the functions of AMM on the XRP ledger work like a market maker on the centralized exchange. So yes, if you providing liquidity on that AMM, you sure will be incentivized. And that's what we want, and that's why we are building, right? And that's one of the reasons why we also have because if the token is more liquid on the DEX, on the decentralized environment versus the centralized environment, which is the centralized exchange, that's also great. And that will force speeding the decentralizations fully decentralized itself. Because right now the problem is there is not enough liquidity on the decentralized exchange, but there are tons of liquidity on the centralized exchange. Because on the centralized exchange there is market maker, but in the decentralized exchange, you have to create one or bot or whatever, to providing those liquidity. So this AMM is replacing those hustle, and that's what the solutions of those liquidity issue on the DEX with incentivize the liquidity provider. They hopes to have liquidity and token more liquid. But again, the problem on the XRPL token project, I do understand after 3 years, people being wrecked, how many projects coming since 3 years ago, and they cannot even go back to their price. And there are a lot of losses that people have to endure over the course 3 years. So now there is a hesitations to put more money, although XRP is only 50 cents. There is a hesitations because they say our investment in 3 years already, we were wrecked. Some people 50,000 XRP, another people 40,000 XRP, and right now the project is still exists but not going anywhere. The project is still exists, but the token is not being utilizing. There is no functions, there is no features that for those people to be able to use their token besides just buy and sell on the DEX. And they just hold it, and some people just sinking with the value because there is literally nothing. There's nothing going on in that project. So, and for this, we were taught that AMM could be something great for the XRP ledger, bring more mass adoptions, to the ledger, bring more liquidity. But yeah, for some tokens, like some stable tokens, what people save to trade. But for the XRPL token, really not really. So, so yeah, that's why that's why before I said the combinations with centralized exchange is very important for the token to be liquid, because that giving the power for people to diverse their portfolio, not just on the XRP as a native or the other stable token that adopted on the XRP that integrate with the DEX on the XRP ledger, but also with the other token on the centralized exchange that more liquid, like it, BTC or USDT as a stable token, so yeah. So it's good for liquidity. That's the short answer, if it's done it properly.
Perfect. I hope that answered their question. It makes
But
sense
yeah,
to me.
for the Opal swap itself, that's why I don't really telling people a lot about this yet, because I do know if something is really potential, I will say that, I will share with you guys. But the way I look at it is not something attractive at this moment on the XRP ledger. And in fact, when someone, another bad things, another short of these things, especially when when you're talking about the established token with real value, and then you're providing liquidity for a tokens that not liquid or not even growing, and on doesn't even have anything on the horizon. And yeah, people can make claim, they do this, they do that, but dude, if you cannot even make your tokens 3 years ago until now not even successful, what do you think that you're going to make for the next 2 years? I wouldn't even wait another 2 years or 1 year to believing that your project is going to be successful. I'm going to be honest. In the marketing standpoint, in the business standpoint, those 3 years that they wasted is already gone. It's already gone. I'm sorry to say that, but if you guys still hanging into certain projects that still, selling all rainbow and cupcakes with no proof for 3 years, and you still believing something is going to happen, while the technology is growing, the newcomers, the new player is coming, the more things developing, more things are evolving, and these things is never growing and just stay where they at and doesn't even have commercial viability. There is no visibility to their project from any other people. There is no networking happening in the backgrounds and the real life, uh, and not the token not even listed in any centralized exchange. There is no view on the coin market and CoinGecko. Guys, forget that. There are a lot of potential startup project that worth your time and your money to invest. I'm telling you right there, because I am always been a gem finder. I always see opportunity in something. I always be able to see, as an investor in standpoint. I'm not talking as a CEO or founder standpoint. I always see things before. I was always able to spot which one that I want to invest, like certain, the new gem, and that can give you 100 or 1,000 time profit versus the people that already in the or the tokens that already established, and it had a hard time to grow. You still get it like 5 times, 4 times, but you want to get early where you can multiply 100 times, 1,000 times. That's what you are looking, and that's what the beauty of the startup project. And that's one of the reasons why I am so enthusiastic about Affit, for example, in AI brand. I found him very early. I'm already profiting from what he was building. I'm gonna be honest. So I knew him for maybe about 3 and 4 years ago, and he's building. There's progress, and that's the thing. That's the key. When you investing into a project, into a company, you have to see a progress, because if there is a development, there is a progress, there is a result. Don't believe on the bullshit when saying it's coming soon, we are working on it, we are this, we are that. Where is the progress? Where is the result? Show us. If you put the money in there, question them. So it's like that. It's simple, So if not, leave. There are a lot of tons of new startups building every single day. When I went to Token 24, and this is why I like to be out there and networking and learning about the other chains technology, meeting with the different people in the real life that I can talk to face, I can ask him questions, then I can spot on where is the real gem. So like in the 2049 last trip in Dubai, I am so bullish in one of the company called Cookie. They are doing a marketing fight on chain. I'm like, I was so amazed, and I immediately put my money in there. There is no doubt, because I see them, I see what they present, I question them on site, and Philip explained me, the CEO explained me this, and that I was like, this is it. I love it. How to put this marketing into one on chains, utilizing an Oracle on information's data on chain. I'm like, we need this. As someone that really passionate about branding and marketing, that's something that I really love to do it, and I really want it. So to me, those kind of things are a real gem. Stop like blinded and delusional thinking just look on the website, guys. If you want to see how a company, what they call it, a company or project, just look their website. Is their website is representative of the Web3 project? As simple as it is. Because I can tell you right now, top 100 XRPL token project, if you're just talking XRPL token project, 99%, all those projects on the top 100 doesn't even have a representative website as a Web3 or their platform or their website is representable as a Web3 project. I'm telling you right now, super easy to tell. Just by their appearance, they're not even representable. Sorry to say that, but that's the reality. And this is why we are far from being known as a network and not so growing. People say, why XRP Ledger like this? Why XRP Ledger like that? Look at the people they're building right now. That's on the top 100 that they're really feasible. And are they representable? Not really. Few, yeah. But that's just a little bit information. So, and now we're talking about AMM liquidity. We're expecting people believing and putting on the XRPL token. I get it. Even me, I wouldn't even that much. I will put on opulence, but not in other token. I'm sorry to say that. So um, yeah, because for me as an investor also, I also invest on people, who's the leaders, what they do, how they interact, how this and that, and that's very important for me. So yeah, I mean, the way to fix the problem is to seize and to identify that problem first, then you can fix it. And that's very important to identify, and to be able to do that, you have to admit if we wrong, or we were blind sighted, or we were failing or whatever. Admit that, because that's the only way to fix it, to admit that we made a mistake, to admit that okay, we lost these parts, then but how will we fix this, but identify first the problem and fix it. And that's the way you do it. You cannot fix a problem without you identify and without you admit there is a problem, so yeah, so we are facing that one. So I would say the AMM on the XRP ledger is not as successful as we expected. But again, that's something to be expected, because we are not really mature yet in terms of the builders and the developers on the XRP ledger. There are few products, there are few projects or company that really truly a real building. Yes, there are, but I would say 99% no. They're not even representable as a company. It's way far. So out there, there is conferences, there is event. There are a lot of potential startup project that you can invest, and without being tribal that it has to be on the XRP ledger, it has to be on certain network, it has to be on certain chain. No, don't use your emotions and feeling when it comes to investment. But real, it's a data, it's a numbers, it's a metrics, it's a reality. Don't be delusional. So that's my message. Okay, Steve. What else, Steve? Another the cuties.
Another cutie. Let's do the last cutie. This one's 200 XRP for the winner of this one.
Woohoo!
Do this. Move them. Let's spin them. $804. So if you have cutie 804, you just won yourself 200 XRP. Congrats, guys.
Dang. 200.
So 200 XRP 804. What is this all big number? What is the previous one? The 150? What's number? 7 what?
747.
7. Oh my God, that is 747.
And then we got 196 for 100. And
Oh, you already did
841.
196? I didn't hear that.
That was when we had our dance party.
Yeah, that's when you played Houdini, Mel.
Yeah, you disappeared. We started dancing.
Yeah, I missed the dance
Okay.
party.
All right. Okay. So, Lois, are you there? How many constellations you want to give?
I'm
I
sorry.
don't
Come
know.
Okay,
again.
let's do 5 constellations for 20 XRP each.
All right.
Or you want? Sorry. Okay, we have a choice. Either we're gonna do 20 XRP each for 5, or we're gonna do 10 XRP for 10. Which one you prefer?
Let's do 10. Let's split
do
it up.
10.
Okay,
give
let's
more
do 10
people a
for 10. Okay. Okay.
All right. Let's go for the first one then.
Let's go.
$230. So if you have 230, that's 10 XRP right there.
What's number?
230.
Okay, finally another 200 number. Okay, good.
All right, let's go for another.
Keep going.
292. Look at that, another 200.
Woohoo! I think Morgan gonna get a lot because he has tons of the cuties and Vanessa.
Well, we'll find out. They'll be getting lots of messages from Text RP. 766.
Ooh.
My number. $271. That's 5. Let's go for the last 5.
Who's that? Is that Kate?
783. That's your next one.
Who's jumping around?
$817.
Why so much 700 and 800? Where is the small number?
I don't know. I'll have to ask the wheel. It was a small number wheel. Small number. Look at that. And listen, 25.
Ooh, 25. Finally.
Let's go for mix it up wheel. Give us something different. Let's go for see if it gets us to 300. No, it's stuck on low numbers. That's number 14, guys.
Woohoo! Finally, another small number.
All right, this is the last one for 10XRP, guys.
Are you using XRP, Steve, this one?
I'm going to contact the winners with TextXRP.
Okay.
And the last one for 10XRP is 145. So congrats, all you guys. Hope you have QD 230, 292, 766, 271, 783, 817, 25, 14, or 145. You guys all just won 10x each.
Woohoo!
Congrats.
Okay.
Guys, I think we need to do more.
One more?
That's
What?
9, right? 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. It's just 9.
Oh, okay. I lied. One more to go. Let's go.
One
Good
more.
count, Lois. I'm trying to pocket that 10x but that's okay. We'll put it out. Boom, there you go. So the true last one is 461.
461. Okay. That's good. Steve, you want to explain if people get the text from XRP, what they're going to do if they don't have integrations with XRP? Can you explain, Steve?
Sure. So if you don't have an account with Text And if you're live streaming, sorry, I just noticed we lost picture. I got us back up now.
Adrian was trying to beat me in a dance battle and lost. I'm sorry, Adrian. Gotta take the L today.
I don't know how you do that running man. Shit.
It's only the special people.
Special.
All right. So is there anything else you want to add, Lois, before we shut the stream down that you can think of? I think Mel covered basically everything. She's good like that.
Yeah. Actually, started earlier, we mentioned about the ambassadorship program briefly, Miss Mal. And I think you gave a lot of information already. So we'll announce later what I mentioned or what Miss Mal mentioned that will be opening up the phase 2 of the ambassadorship program. And thank you everyone for joining us. And this is such a good twist with our Sunday
know,
space
right?
call, right?
I know, right? It's like it is see how people are able to move with knees, walking around. It's
Yeah.
so funny. Like,
And there's really an interaction between everyone here.
I know. That's great. Yeah, we have to figure out how we bring our guests next Sunday because I do want to bring a few guests that I just met, and I wanted to introduce them to you guys. So there are a few.
Well, we can invite them to the stream if they don't want to join
Uh-huh.
Spatial, and then we'll just screen share the stream in here, and then people here can still hear what they're saying, even though they're not physically in the metaverse, right? We can do that.
Yes,
So
That'll
are
work.
sir.
we gonna physically?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Okay. But we're probably gonna need to test with them first prior to that, so they understand, right?
Yep. So yeah, we get them logged into the stream thing, and then so it'll be an easy, quick link, but it shouldn't be complicated. This worked pretty good.
Okay. Khalil, you wanna bring us to the gallery, please? The NFT gallery. Did there is any progress on the gallery?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's-
Let me see if I
Let's
can
go.
link it inside of here. One second. Hold on.
We got a gallery.
Portal.
Uh,
Are we gonna be transported there automatically?
no,
No.
no. I'm gonna
There'll
try
be
to pull up a portal to it.
a portal. You got to go through.
That's too funny.
I do want to take a minute to thank everybody that's watching on the stream too that wasn't able to come to the metaverse. But if you're watching, don't worry. I'll walk through the portal so everybody will get a look at the gallery too. So
Yeah, I want to see the gallery. I haven't seen in a while. I hope the whale is still up there, right, Khalil?
Yeah,
Oh,
it is
whales.
right
Imagine whale is
here.
not
All right.
flying somewhere else, right?
All right. So I just pulled it up. If you guys can see it, this is it's not done yet, but you guys can get a basically progress report and check it out. What's there so far?
Okay,
So
let's
go
go
to
on the
this portal
portal
right here.
now.
all right, everybody, let's head to the portal, and I'll take our streaming character through the portal too, so everybody should be able to see on the live stream.
I'm on VR.
Awesome,
I can't find the
awesome.
portal.
It's the big
Oh,
circle. Right.
I'll come downstairs to find you.
Oh, this Enlightened City.
Yeah, that
This
says
one?
use
No,
portal.
wait, where are you?
Should say
Just see
travel
me
to
outside.
OPX.
The world isn't public, so the only way for people to access it is right here through the city. So follow me real quick, Jumpkins.
Yeah.
This This is
That's the whale.
and this is Boo. Yeah, that's Boomy. And this is Dirk. Your collection is right here in this room.
Oh shoot, we're going.
On the left. This is Ali's collections. Oh my gosh, this is so pretty.
Oh,
Look at that.
oh my gosh. This is
Right.
amazing.
You guys
Look at
can
Dirk.
screenshot, you know?
Wow.
This is the gallery. Khalil, you make two. How many Ali that you make? Two panel? Oh, this is Granny. He was asking me what's his stuff. So apparently this is his stuff. We have to give this to him.
Look at that Dirk. Look at those eggs. Those are dope.
Yeah. For the NFT gallery, there will be two alleyways or columns for the NFT gallery. Yeah.
I think I own that egg.
This is the gallery. And where is the other one? This is, who's this one? Oh, this is, I think, Morgan. Yes, Morgan Force Jr. seeking safety. Oh, this is pretty.
This is cool.
So, where is the other one across?
This version of the gallery is a little bit older version. We have the newer version in Unity right now. So you guys are seeing a past update, I guess.
Oh,
So
okay.
we'll be uploading the updated version pretty soon.
Oh, okay. That's another one still empty. Okay.
Ah, I fell.
Where'd you fall?
I don't know. I went out a window and fell. I'm back.
Why not?
It scared the crap.
Wait,
I got my
which
VR
window was it?
I don't know. I thought it was a gallery. It was a gallery. It was a closed gallery, I guess. At the end of the hall.
I
This
gotta.
gallery's going to be awesome when it's completely full with everybody.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
gonna
yeah.
be amazing, dude. Look at the details. I love the lighting.
You gotta get.
Guys, did you guys see the cubies shop? Look at these cubies. I haven't done that with these cubies. Across the NFT gallery. Check this out. This is the QB store. I will have something special here soon. Yes.
Hello, man. How may I help you?
$100,000 right here, man.
Yeah, $100,000.
Put it on my tab.
Oh my god.
Loving it.
Khalil, you're gonna update. When you're gonna upload the update?
We're adding a few more things, so it should be a few days.
So
new
the
updates.
gallery, Khalil, there is a lot of missing the gallery for the artists. I think the community, Miyamoto's. We have new artists also. The blood inks. You know, we need. Do you think one space enough, or I should adding more gallery?
You should add
Sims?
another one.
Yeah, right. So we make it 3 or 4.
Well,
You should just
these
need to fill up these empty ones.
two,
right?
we were saving this one for the e-commerce one.
Is that for
And
the
this one
embroidery
was-
one?
Need some coffee
For the
cups?
embroidery one, or are you talking about the?
I forgot what it was called, but I know this one is being saved for like the e-commerce one that you didn't want to start yet. This one was for something else too. So at first it was supposed to be 2 columns or 2 alleyways for
Right, but
the,
it's not gonna
the
be
gallery.
enough. So we have to add. We have to add extra.
Yeah, so this one could be an
Or-
extra one.
Khalil, we could put that one on this alley. You see on the left and right, this is still empty on the wall. Instead of just using those gallery on left and right, why don't just put on this
On the
right here in the
walls.
main? Uh-huh.
Oh, I just fell too. Wow.
Yeah, right? It's still empty right there. There is more empty space.
Yeah.
So we can add more collections there because the number of the Opal Art members is also growing.
Okay. So you want these empty walls here to
Mm-hmm.
be act as the gallery too.
Yeah, why not? Yeah, it's better than empty. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, put some kingmakers on there.
Yeah, let's get some coffee cups. Let's get some XRP dudes. Let's get all of them. Let's get some ink.
Oh,
We don't have
you
ink.
you guys have to see the one that they create for this World Heritage. Oh, really cool, the one from the Japan guy. Oh my gosh, that's something that's gonna be really super cool as well. It's coming. They very details on working on that part.
Is that the temple one you were talking about?
It's not just the temple. Basically, most is the old temple, yes, but not just the temple. There are a lot of unique things part of that details, not just the temple.
Uh,
But the concept behind it is really cool, though. That's the thing about it, and adding up to more like I would say in the educational part, but in the same time, like if you trace back to the history, right? They want to adding to those journey back in the time lapse history, how it started and everything. That's really cool, and so it's I mean, it's hard to say, but I'm personally excited to see how they put all those together. That's maybe the short way to say it, the best way to say it right now. But they do a lot of works that details that I like about it. It's not just the presentation; it's just like, but and then on top of that, if you have the ability to do on site directly, you will have the ability to do so as well. Besides just the virtual tours or. So yeah.
cool. Look at you networking
Yeah,
out there.
I think that's left and right is the empty wall. You can use that for the gallery. Will be cool because there's quite a bit of empty right there. It's better to put it the stuff. So then the uh, because the alley we still need for certain things that we have discussed before. So we don't want to reduce that too much.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we can just leveraging those wall on the left and right on this main entrance here where you know
Perfect. Yeah. So the next update, you'll see it. We'll
uh,
probably need more NFTs then. So if you got any more to send it through.
yeah, I
Yeah,
think the new
we'll
artists still have
gather
to send
from the audience.
yeah, I think Donkey just sent a few days ago, and I think we still have to ask Miyamoto. We has to ask. I'm not sure if community XRP ledger GN already submitted. I'm not sure either. So Lois have to
G,
check that one.
G's in here just to ask him. You here, G? You still here? He's right here. And
I'll send.
Miyamoto too.
Yeah, man, I'm here.
Oh,
So if you
You're
are
kind of breaking up.
all Film Arts member, just send us 5 or 6 that you want to be displayed in here, and we'll get them up. The goal is to have everybody up, right? All the artists all displayed in here. So
Yeah. Well, soon you guys, if we later on once it's already hand over between Ascended Visions to us, although Khalil and T will manage that on the background, they will be able to people that also for verification. I mean, like people will be able to purchase your NFT on this gallery as well. Just so you know, that's why we are, building this brand in the metaverse, because the idea is diverse also from just a regular marketplace on the platforms with the immersive virtual where people can see your collections there, but in the same time they can also buy directly from this gallery here. They will have those ability, right? We will implement also those features in this metaverse, right, Khalil?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think
So how it'll work is there'll be a link underneath whatever NFT it is, and
Mm-hmm.
same way you go to a website, you'll click the link, and the thing will pop up to purchase the NFT, and then you'll be able to purchase it from inside of here too.
Yay, that's awesome. Yeah,
Doesn't it
so
Say that one more time.
does it work on MetaMask, or are they branching out to other, or are we?
No, since it's a link, it doesn't matter like what wallet you're using. It could be MetaMask or whatever. As long as there's a link, it will connect the real world to inside of here. So whatever wallet it is, it'll work.
Cool.
it's different than trying to add the NFT itself, right?
Yeah, yeah, that's different than like integrating the actual blockchain technology through the platform. There are certain blockchains already enabled through here that we can token gate. Like if we wanted to, we can token gate this entire world to be like you have to hold a certain NFT to enter here. But that's only like Solana, Ethereum, Polygon, I think, right now. So
well, we are coming that directions, Khalil, like I said, because with the real world asset beauty, we are building our own wallets, and because we feel the needs, and as that happened, the NFT marketplace is also going to be a multi-chain. It's not just going to be XRP ledger. So the artists will be have the ability to bridge their collections without they leaving their native blockchains. For example, right now it happened with Xpangs, they moving to Solana. With the multi-chains capability, the artist or content creator doesn't need to leave their native blockchains, but they can expand to the other blockchains with the capability of the wallet holding those certain NFT in the same wallet. So, and that's the importance of this bridge that we want to implement in our ecosystem generally, and that's why we decided to build our own wallets, and to have this capability with the NFT marketplace, with the Apple Swap, but in the same time also for our real world asset beauty, because the real world asset beauty also we're building the real world asset DEX that make people also able to trade and buy and sell their assets, just like how the NFT marketplace works. So that's the reason why we expand. We are building our own wallet.
cool, yeah, yeah. So if you're gonna do that, then we'll have the token gate feature.
With the
Regardless.
EVM compatible. Yeah, we're definitely going that route. Again, like I said, don't be tribal. The future is multi-chains, it's on omni-chains. It's not going to be just XRP ledger, unfortunately. So we have to be open-minded about that and embracing the futures of these digital transformations, without being tribal, and support each other, and embracing the futures of what we already have. So yeah, anyway, guys, thank you for coming. And yeah, Khalil have a lot of things to do, I have a lot of things to do, and I just started my day. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Lois, Kate, you guys awake until this late. I know you guys have to work tomorrow, so have a great Sunday morning, afternoons, night. I'll see you guys next Sunday.
Awesome. And thanks again for everybody that came and joined in on the live stream. I hope everybody got to hear and enjoyed it.
Bye, guys.
Thank you, Mel.
Thank you, Ed.